30 Days of Kidnapping by Hyper on AR3. Chapter 7, Day 3, Part 1. Danny closes his eyes and lets out a happy sigh as he breathes in the coffee. He needed to start the day off on a good note because it was going to be a long and hellish day. He just knew it. The fact that Jazz wants to go see Ivy's garden was how he knew it was going to be a crap day. For starters, he was going to go with her to keep her safe, and he just knew deep in his bones he was going to get kidnapped again. He was placing his money on Ivy kidnapping him. Jazz is saying it will be Batman. So he decided to be proactive, drinking some coffee, taking some pain medicine, eating some spaghetti with banana inside it. Have fun at the place, sweeties. Me and your dad won't be back until late. We will, Mom. Danny rolls his eyes. He knew their parents didn't pay attention to them, but for crying out loud, Jazz had just told them where they would be. Didn't know I didn't have to use my powers to be invisible. Jazz snorts. At least this way, you can hide being phantom from them easier. Yeah, but I shouldn't have to, much less live in terror by the fact that if they ever find out, I will get ripped molecule by molecule. Jazz shivered in disgust. I still can't believe they want to do that to another being. Honestly, I think they just might be some kind of secret villains. I mean, I get hurt more from them than like 90% of the ghosts. I know. For that reason alone, I don't want to go to Harvard. I don't want them to hurt you and no one notices. You're going to Harvard. For crying out loud, you got a full ride. And if you even think about trying to go to Amity University, I will use Ghost Fear. Jazz rolls her eyes at her brother's antics. You don't even know how to use it. Yet, Danny smirks. Once I can control it, I'm going to scare the crap out of Dash. I can't tell if you mean that figuratively or literally. Danny crackles as he throws his head back. If that laugh, he could make a pretty good villain. Hey, do you think I could scare any of the Bat Fam without it? I would say you couldn't scare a fly, but you are really good at jump scares. Danny beamed and pounced his fist in the air. Yes! Please tell me you are not going to try to scare the bats. Now why would I do that? I might be dead, but I'm not suicidal. Batman is crazy scary. And I don't want to be anywhere near Nightwing. I know there's a murder Robin, another Robin, and some bad girls, which are really scary too. The only Bat I want to meet, because he is so cool, is Red Hood, but I would never want to scare him. The Killer? The Protector? Does this have something to do with your obsession? Maybe? Jazz sighs. Fine. Just be careful if you go out to find him. Oh, by the way, when do you think it will be safer to fly? Day or night? If you fly high or invisible, both, I think. If you fly high or invisible, or both, I think either will be fine. Now, can we go to the garden? Fine. The sooner we go, the sooner I can get unkidnapped. They had been at the garden for about an hour or so. Danny really wasn't paying attention. And Danny has not been kidnapped yet. Yay! He couldn't wait to leave. He felt like he was tempting fate. He didn't like it. He was trying his hardest to at least appear like he wasn't expecting to be in a fight. Or at the very least, to fool Jazz into thinking he was enjoying himself. Are you even looking at any of these plants? Not really. He possibly, stupidly admits. Jazz rolls her eyes. For what had to be the millionth time today. You need to loosen up. Ivy is reformed, and the odds of Batman being after you are non-existent. Well, you don't know. After a few minutes of quiet, Jess looks at Danny. You know what would make this perfect? A fire? No, you dumbass. A song, you know? The cute one. And Danny raised his eyebrows. What song? You know the one you taught to Youngblood? You think the sea shanty will? Yes! Jazz interrupts. Please, your singing voice is so relaxing. She looks at him with puppy dog eyes. Oh, fine. Whatever. But you owe me. Deal. Chaz smiles and starts the rhythmic clapping for Danny. Danny rolls his eyes and sighs. There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was a Billy O.T. The winds. As the song goes on, Danny starts to dance to the words and Chaz clapping. Soon Chaz starts to laugh and Danny smiles and starts to loosen up. His dancing starts to become more alive and his voice becomes more captivating. So captivating that the other visitors start to watch and a few pulled out their phones to record. When the song was over, Danny bows to Chaz as she starts to hoot and applaud. Danny bolts straight up when he hears other people cheering. He looked over at Chaz and the traitor was smirking. Told you your voice was good. Chaz! Danny looks at the crowd and covers his blushing face in his hands. Make them stop! Chaz laughs as she drags him away from the crowd. You don't mind making a fool of yourself in public or being a hero, but heavens forbid someone records you. That's different. If no one records, then people will forget, duh. He rolls his eyes. Well, thank you for the song. I love it, though I know why. And considering the fact that you used to sound like a dying cat. As he raises his eyebrow, he asks, You mean you haven't figured it out? At her head shake, he continues, It's because it's a ghost thing. Like how Amber is able to hypnotize everyone with her singing. Come to find out, most ghosts are able to hypnotize humans with their voice. Oh, how did you find out about this? The old clock. Ah. Chaz looks around to see where they are. What kind of plant is this? I don't know, but it looks like a blood blossom. My, what a good eye you have. Chaz sucks in her breath and steps back at the same time as Danny says, Fuck! Turning around, Danny looks at the green-skinned woman, the red-headed woman who was famous for hating men. Well, all people, but mostly men. It is part of the family of the rare plant. Ivy smiles. So you must be the look-alike. Danny looks over at Chaz and relaxes as he sees her closing the door behind her. Good, Danny thought. Chaz has learned to get away when a fight might break out. Made everything easier for Danny if he wasn't worried about Chaz. Look-alike? Ivy smirks. Are you Tim Drake? I feel like this is a trap either way, but no. So that means you are the look-alike. I'm so confused. Long story short? Please. Bad with ice powers. Ivy smirks as her vines rise up and spray him with knockout gas. At the speed of everything happening, she did not see Danny's look of utter confusion before he passed out. When Danny opens his eyes, he can only think about how he was going to beat the crap out of either Clockwork or the Ghost Rider. This was all their fault. And how could he not see that attack coming? Like, come on! He should have seen it a mile away. Looking around, then he sees he is bound by vines. That's great. Super easy to escape from. Ah, I see you're awake. Yeah. Okay, no using ghost powers to escape. Great. Then he looks over to Ivy. So why did you kidnap me? I already told you. You bad bread. Bad bread? You icy bread. I am so confused. How am I an icy bed bread? I'm not even a bed. Ivy raises her eyebrow. Rumor has it you are a new bed with ice powers. No, I'm not even from Gotham. I've only been here for 3 days. Well then, you are of no use to me. She snaps her fingers and the vines drop him. Danny looks up at her from the ground. Are you going to kill me? No, the old me would have, but I just wanted the money and to piss off Batman. However, seeing as you are not a bat, piss off. Oh, okay, thanks. Oh, quick question. Can I get your autograph? Why? My friend loves you and would kill me if I didn't at least ask. They sound wonderful. Here. Ivy scratches her name in a piece of bark and hands it to him. What's your name? Oh, I'm Danny. Thanks a ton. Sam is going to freak. Danny waves and takes off, running, just in case she changes her mind. On the way back to the hotel, Danny is hit with the realization that he was right. Ivy did kidnap him. And to be honest, that was a pretty nice kidnapping. Though why did she think he was a bat with ice powers? Oh well, the world might never know.